Hank Rearden is one of the most interesting characters in the book because you said that he represented an idea,
right,
and that idea was part of a larger idea in the whole book of philosophy, which is absolutely right. But he has some internal conflicts. But here he is, he's married to Lillian.
Yes.
He's crazy in love with Dagny, but he's now living with the consequences and the increasing tension of it.
Right.
Let me just ask you, Hank, why haven't you left Lillian yet?
I think that one of the things about Hank Rearden is that he is, I would guess if there was a word that would describe him or that's integral to who he is, it is integrity. And along with that is honor. And when you look at someone's personal ethic, it may not make sense to you. And that's why it is a personal ethic. And what I have decided, because I had this question, why didn't he just, say, here's your hat, what's your hurry? Is that in his own personal knowingness of who he is, and that's the one thing that he will never compromise. He can't, because he understands if he does, then he is no more. All you can do is become more and more yourself. And he's far along the road relative to the most of us mortals. And somewhere in that personal moral code is an idea that if I have made a commitment, which I did when I symbolically put the ring on her finger, that I am not going to renege on my responsibility. I gave my word. I gave myself. And that's what I think it is. And that the interesting thing is that it seems to me, based on the scenes when I'm kind of said, hey, watch it to her, is I'm making it as easy as I can for her to end the relationship.
Yes.
And but it's I can't do it because I have, basically he's a businessman. I have a contract, and I'm not, I don't have to sign a contract. If Hank Rearden shakes your hand,
right,
that's about all you're going to need. But he understands in the world that there are contracts, and that protects us all. And so that's how I justified that kind of personal logic. To me, it may be an illogic, but it isn't. It doesn't matter what it is to me. To him, it's logical.
Sure. Is he relieved? Do you think? Did you, as Rearden, did you want to project relief when Lillian finds out the true story, that the woman he's sleeping with is Dagny Taggart?
That's an interesting thing, because I wouldn't say that he was. If I understand the character the way I understand him, he's not relieved, and he's not caught or embarrassed or ashamed or, the kid with the hand in the cookie jar. Right. Because Hank Rearden is who he is. And I believe that he, within the confines of the contract that I have with Lillian, is not to say, hey, by the way, I'm in love with this other woman and I'm sleeping with her. But because of Lillian's own nosiness and duplicitous behavior, that's how she finds out.
Yeah.
I did not throw it in her face. And if she felt like, she felt like she was going to find this thing, I'm like, I'm not going to. When you have that much integrity, there's no need to lie. This is the way it is. He just says, she walks up and says, ha ha ha, and tries to put me on the spot. And I said, get out of here. And one other thing, don't ever say her name.
Total straight shooter.
I think he's a very honest person.
Yeah.